I knew that I wanted to go further. That trip just, I knew I was ready for it. I had crossed the English Channel, and that was something I wanted to do. The English Channel is very busy. There is a lot of boats. It's very difficult navigating, and the weather is not exactly great either. So having achieved that, I thought, all right, I can sail around the world. And I started to get my boat ready, which was quite a small boat, 22 feet. And well, there were really a lot of people who liked my ideas as much as I did. So the whole Dutch government and all the people in Holland who got to know about my plans soon enough, after someone had heard of it, threw it in the media, not exactly good for me. So a whole year I had to fight against the government. 8 court cases, but I kept going. I wanted to do this. This was my dream, my goal, and I kept going. So I fought, and well, fighting against the government is quite hard. But I found a little gap, and I left. By that time, I'd upgraded my boat to a 40-foot catch, also named Guppy, and I still live on her. So at the age of 14, I left from the south of Europe alone, went to the Canary Islands, Cape Verde, onto the Caribbean, learning that a home, for some reason, doesn't really clean itself. All right, so you actually got to do the laundry. How does that work? Cooking food, spaghetti. So yes, no fridge in the boat, no shower on the boat, just basic navigation, because I don't like sponsors. I don't like people telling me where to go and what to do. Well, that means you have to do everything yourself. Well, I learned really quickly. I cooked for myself, I did the laundry for myself. There were no people when I got ashore, so I had to repair everything myself as well. And well, through the Caribbean, onto the Pacific, to the top of Australia. By that time I'd sailed quite a bit, and I knew the boat quite well. So I wanted to have the next challenge. I sailed from Australia to South Africa without stopping, 6,000 nautical miles, 48 days. Why? Just because I wanted it. Well, my boat's not really set up for long trips. I mean, 150 liters of water, 100, 200 liters of fuel. That's it. And then a bit of food, a lot of spaghetti. So, well, I thought I would just go for it. If it doesn't work out, I'll just go and sail to an island. There will probably be enough rain, so I can drink. I'll be fine. So I just went for it. And that was one of the greatest trips ever. Because to be out there, just with nature, going with the wind, I had 2 weeks of no wind, which was very frustrating. Then I had a couple storms, which I was really happy about after having no wind, even though I was not coming closer to my goal. But mentally, that trip was awesome, because I got to know myself so well, and I got to fulfill this dream that I had. I had set my goals, and I just went for it. So arriving in South Africa after 48 days was the best feeling ever. I didn't want to come back on land. I was happy on the ocean. Just being out there with the peace, it's quiet, it's awesome. And in South Africa, I stayed for a week. Then I went on back to the Caribbean. Also, another 6,000 miles straight, 41 days. So a year and a day later from when I had left the Caribbean, I came back, even though I'd sailed longer alone, of course. And, well, yes, fulfilled my dream that I had my whole life. What the heck am I going to do now? You know? So I was just sitting there on the pier thinking, oh man, I don't really want to go back to Holland. What am I going to do there? Study? Nah. I mean, I studied a bit on the boat. I'd done my high school, but it sounded a bit boring to me. So I just kept sailing. And I kept going to New Zealand just to see where I came from, where I was born. And I loved it here. So last year I arrived here, I simply stayed. I traveled a lot. I wrote a book about my story. And, well, I still have a lot of dreams. You can never have enough of them. But the thing is to actually go for it. So my next big dream is to become a skipper, a captain on bigger ships. So I don't have to go back to land to work. So I can just stay and do what I love. So, well, this is what I want to give to you all today. If you have a dream, and I know that every single person of you has a dream, even though you might not realize it, there is something that you really, really, really want. So, go for it. Don't be afraid. It might be hard. Yes, it will be hard. I had to fight a long way. But how harder it is, how more rewarding it is to fulfill your dreams.